Dolls.
Huge news is afoot, and that is
Christmas time is here.
Sexy Unique Podcast is doing one live show this year in Los Angeles. We're doing a holiday Christmas live show
extravaganza
here at Bad Ladder, home of our studio. We put tickets on sale to our beloved Patreon subscribers yesterday, and the first show sold out. So we are announcing another show. It'll be on sale now. You can get tickets by going to sexyuniquepodcast.com. The show is on December 6th and December 7th. And you won't want to miss it. It's a really gorgeous time. There's singing, there's dancing.
And who doesn't want to be in the heart of Hollywood at Christmas time?
You know, nothing says Christmas spirit
like an aluminum can rolling down Sunset Boulevard.
Exactly. So join us for a Christmas extravaganza to remember. Go to sexyuniquepodcast.com and get your tickets now. Dolls.
Guys.
Breaking news.
We are on the front lines of an unfolding situation.
The Devil Wears Prada 2 trailer just dropped, and now we simply must watch it.
Sister? No, I'm not starting. Don't say that.
All right, we just watched The Devil Wears Prada 2
How do you
trailer.
feel?
It's more of a teaser, really, less of a trailer. So that was a misleading. It was misleading.
The media misled us again.
I feel...
What do you think about those shoes?
I feel really excited, honestly, but I also just know, I know based on reality and truth and like a universal knowledge that it's going to be really bad.
I got a tingle seeing them together again.
I got a tingle, but it's like the turnaround has been too quick.
They went into their Truman Show-esque elevator that's like literally looked like cardboard. And they were just, it took you long enough.
They're doing this
Miranda?
In a really like non-intentional, the whole thing is really non-intentional to the point where
What do you
I'm
mean?
like, this is like,
explain yourself.
I'll explain. From beginning stages to like production to then the trailer turnaround to the movie coming out, it's like too short, which makes me think that they were just like, we need this. This is a money grab. We're going to make millions. Like, it's a surefire hit. Go. Get the trailer. Put it out now. Coming out in May. Like, it's too fast, and everyone's just like only focused on the money that can be made from this. And I know that in my bones, and I know that it exists in the and Just Like That universe now.
I hear that, and I'm in agreement a little.
Mm-hmm.
They look so good though. Anne looks incredible.
Yeah, they look great.
I wish the trailer had been a la the first original trailer when like Stanley Tucci's like, gird your loins, girls, you know, and like the whole, I remember that first trailer was like that moment where everyone's like, like
they
running.
Don't exist in
I know, but
world.
why couldn't they have done that again? That would have been really cool if they like repeated
because
that.
We're no longer in, like, we have now, entertainment has spun off into an alternate universe where some things exist in like a true blue realm of like honoring once what was before and like trying to create and really do something. And there's a new realm that's come to pass that is the In Just Like That universe. And this is in that universe. All's Fair is in that universe. And of course, And Just Like That is in that universe. And that's fine. It's like a new genre of just like dog shit, but it's like high camp fashion dog shit.
I know.
And I'm not mad at it.
No, me neither.
But I don't love it. But maybe I do love it.
I kind of love it.
But I'm just accepting that that is what it is, and I've had the dog shit tingle from the jump.
Your dog shit.
My dog shit tingle started immediately.
Your nostrils
filming.
went. I got the chills in the bad way when I saw Emily Blunt's wig.
Every outfit that I've seen has given me pause and given me chills.
Their hair looked good, but I just wish wigs. I just wish that it had been like.
It'll never be.
I know. I just wanted there to be like some.
It won't.
Listen
also,
to me.
like,
what am I even saying?
no
I
one
can't
cares
even
about
deal with anything anymore.
No one cares about magazines. So like, what?
Well, you know what would have been cool if you had seen Miranda walking through like a Runway magazine office with like cobwebs on it, and she dusts and she goes, I don't know what, dust everywhere. Clip, clop, clip, clop. She takes one of the, they like have those white sheets over
There's
stuff.
like a skeleton at her desk.
Yeah, and just her turning around and being like, okay then, and then she realizes everyone is a skeleton. That would have been kind of cool.
That would have been really cool.
And she would have been like, fuck, great Scott.
Yeah, it's just like
then it would be like a metaphor
existing in a landscape that
Where
like
is that?
It does not exist. It's
What
referencing a reality that is like not in existence.
What was that office, by the way? That looked like a literal corporate park in suburban Philadelphia.
That's probably where they had to move their runway headquarters after.
I'm like, where is this place?
Their owners.
What is this?
Downsized.
Is that even Meryl Streep walking?
Probably not.
It's probably not.
I'm telling
that's
you,
a man walking.
They're literally
that's
just
a
like
gay
whatever
PA.
it takes.
They said, slap on these heels, girl. You're Miranda for the day. And he's like, okay, great. And then like, there's no way this is Meryl Streep. I'm sorry.
No, it's whatever it takes to make a buck is where everyone's head is at. And look, no shame. I'm with you, but also it's dog shit. And if we all are just like understanding of that, then we can go on. But I'm not going to be here like pretending like this is good.
Couldn't she have worn like a very chic suit?
She's not chic. Nothing about this movie is chic.
Just humor me. Couldn't she have worn like a really cunt Miranda Priestley?
She could have, but they hired the stylist of
trousers.
Just Like That. So they're going to wear really bad clothes.
Why couldn't she have worn trousers? And why is Anne Hathaway's, what is she wearing? Like a jumpsuit kind of thing? Or what is that? She looks like a bit
vest.
She looks like a bit clown.
She looks a bit Elvira.
She's Al Capone. She's mob wife a little. Black and white. She looks like one of those cookies. A marble cookie. I'm just kind of like,
I'm not impressed.
But I'm not mad. That's the thing.
I'm
neither here
in
nor
a place
there.
of who cares.
I like seeing this. Cameron knows what to do. He lands it on the spot where we can leave off on a good note.
Mm-hmm.
I like seeing them together.
Well, everyone at the top knows that, and that's why they gave you this.
I'm their pig.
So soak it up. You're their pay pig, and I'll pay pig. I'm not above it. I'm gonna see this.
This is your face watching the show. This will be one
of my stubs. This will be one of my stubs purchases as
get a Mr. Pibb and watch.
I will.
Oh, we're going to the Grove. We're gonna have we're gonna have a Cheesecake Factory night, and
I'm not going to Cheesecake.
Yes, you'll go with me for that.
I really don't like it.
Can you at least go with your friend and just support me?
Honestly, every time that my friends have gone, I've said I gotta go. I really
Laura,
take a stand.
What about me though? I'm different.
You are different.
You would for me. You'll go with Sierra.
Why would you want to? You would want to hurt me by making me.
I don't want to hurt you. I just want to have like a girls' night out where we go and get like mocktails and go see DWP2. Go, ladies. It's time. Or fine, we can go to that like Italian place.
There's no good eatery.
There's one eatery that's like kind of okay. That's not that main one where all the people are like on like the patios.
La Piazza.
Yeah, it's just something else where it's like a sliver of, I forget what it's called.
It's the sliver one.
I think we went there.
We didn't, but I know what you're talking about.
It's nice. They have a good.
Wait, there's
antipasta.
Like a little pizza place by the Brandy Melville, I think.
That's what I'm talking about.
By Brandy?
Yeah.
I don't know if you know what you're talking about.
The one, is it on the other side?
It's like where Brandy is across where the Barneys used to be. Do you even remember that?
No, I know where Brandy is. It clocks for me.
And there's a pizza place or something next to that I'm intrigued by. But ever since Barney's closed, it's actually too traumatic for me to walk down that like little area. I just like it's a no-fly zone. It brings up too much.
I mean, when I see every time I pass Brandy Melville, I get like a blast of cold air.
Yeah.
But we'll put it on our A list.
Yeah.
But May 1st too, it's such a like Met Ball.
Oh yeah. I know what it's just all so blatant. Isn't it?
Take it up with Wintour. She's probably consulting on this.
Of course.
She's like, I want to make Miranda a little more likable.
Everyone's getting a little.
It's like how SJP was like, I want Carey to be nice and like a good friend. And everyone was like, okay.
No, they want money. That's why they did that. That's why these people do it. Anyways, let's talk about a reboot of sorts a world that feels intentional and incredible to be back in, which is that of NXIVM and Allison Mack.
The NXIVM reboot is happening.
I've been listening to the new CBC podcast that interviews Allison Mack and tries to get to the bottom of like what the fuck was going on with her.
Created by Natalie Robe, who's a subhead.
And it's truly a podcast, another podcast for geniuses. It's great. I'm so fucking locked in. Allison Mack is not to be trusted, out of her gourd, but also I'm like, you were the perfect mark for a cult. Like
is she charismatic?
No, she's like a people pleaser. She's like a people pleaser who's like just wants to make sure everyone's happy. And she was a child actress and
probably had a stage parent.
I think she had a weird relationship with her parents. And by the time she landed Smallville, was like not really in touch with them. She was in an abusive relationship in her early like teen years to 20s. And she was just like the perfect person to suck into the fold. And it's just so nice to hear people talking about Vanguard and Prefect again.
Does she take accountability?
I haven't felt like she really has taken accountability yet.
She says I was abusive.
She says how she survived the abusive sex cult.
Oh.
She
I don't see myself as innocent, I'll say. Miss Brand.
She has a very good, like she's media trained because every question she gets asked, she kind of doesn't answer it, but poses like a different thought entirely. Like she's not like, yeah, I needed to like brand.
She's like a spin queen.
She's kind of spinning. She's still very actress. I would not trust her.
I saw a clip on my YouTube or on my TikTok of, I think that other, who's the one that was married to Nip?
Sarah?
Yeah, she annoys me, but she has a podcast, I guess.
I think she's been having a podcast.
She's interviewing someone that worked with Allison on Smallville. There's some actor who I recognize his face. And he said that shortly after, a couple years after Smallville ended and Allison joined NXIVM, he knew that she was in town and they were close when they filmed Smallville. So he invited her over and she brought like a whole crew. And he said she was completely different when she walked in the door. She rolled into his kitchen and they just started taking pots out and like making food for themselves. And he was truly like, excuse me, like, this is my home. And he was so freaked out at how like just be my guest she was about his own house that he was pulverized and like paralyzed in fear and just like froze. And then finally was like, you all need to leave right now. And there was a man with her that got in his face and was like, what the fuck did you say? And like, he had to like de-escalate the situation. But the idea of her like just bringing her crew and like, can you imagine you invite your like old coworker over and they just have like a crew and they start like taking things out of your kitchen and like.
It's like Mother.
It's like Mother, but it's also very like Manson Girl, like going to like Brian Wilson, going to like Terry Melcher's house and Candace Bergen having to be like, get out of my home. You know, like totally. It's really spooky.
It came out recently that she, I think, got married to a former neo-Nazi. Oh, and he was
great.
Like, yeah, I used to be a neo-Nazi. But now he's like reformed and he like does service work.
People just like righting their wrongs together.
But I was like, that seems pretty perfect for the two of them to find each other. I was also like, there's a lid for every pot.
I know, but it's also like could you not at the same time? Like, please,
No,
Allison.
Allison is a total could you not. I mean, even the host of the podcast is like, she's like a theater kid. She's like an annoying theater kid. And I totally exactly know the type. And
do you think she'll start another cult?
no, I think she's done.
You think she got Vanguard out of her system?
She's not a leader. She's a follower.
Right.
She's not the one that you have to worry about.
It's Vanguard and Prefect.
It's Vanguard and Prefect. And potentially even Lauren Salzman.
Oh, 100%. I don't trust her. And
Nikki Klein.
Nikki Klein, like, she's still riding hard, right?
She's riding hard for Vanguard. She's like fighting for prison reform and using Vanguard as like the example.
Isn't she doing like circus acts outside of the prison in Brooklyn?
I don't know if she's still like out there.
She's doing like acrobatics.
Almost 8 years later.
She might be.
Or wait, was it like 6 years later? But she might be.
She's
I don't
doing
know
like,
if she has much else going on.
She's doing like Wicker Man parades to the street where everyone's like, do, 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 do.
I would love to get eyes on her just to kind of see from afar through a pair of binoculars what her day-to-day is like.
Don't get too close.
No, of course not.
Because then you'll never know. She'll be like, can I sleep on your floor? And you're like,
Absolutely the fuck not.
Absolutely not.
No, bitch.
Oh my God. It's so funny when someone like that activates you. Like when you just get the twists and U-turns and you're like, this person is so dangerous. I have to get away from them.
Kind of all the women that were involved.
Even India, like they all like had
India was maybe the least pinging me like that. But like.
Sarah had that.
Sarah had that hugely.
Nip didn't have it as much, but he was just like I think just like a cuck.
But the men were all cucks and just kind of sitting there.
It was kind of a matriarchal cult.
I don't know if it really was because they all had to fuck.
They all had to fuck him, but in terms of like the women were like
they were all followers luring other women to ultimately fuck.
It was matriarch. It was a patriarchy disguised as a matriarchy.
Exactly. Disguised as an empowering women's group.
Yeah, but the women all had like you would get like I think you'd get like the hairs on your neck would stand up if you were around some of them.
Allison said that like she got Smallville, she was making $40K a week on this like TV show, and she became like besties with another girl on the show,
Kristen
and they would travel. Yeah, they would travel all over together. And Kristen took an NXIVM class because they were both like they'd be traveling, and they were like, our lives are great, but like yet we feel this ennui. What's that about? Like just general. Like I'm like. Welcome to life, bitch. Like everyone feels that way. But Kristen took a NXIVM course and was like, you have to try this. It's incredible.
I forgot she was actually
And then Allison took a class like outside of Vancouver. And then after the class, Nancy did like an EM thing with someone. And then they were all just like sitting around talking. And they were like, we actually are going to fly back tonight to Albany if you want to meet Vanguard. He's the smartest. I forgot they called Keith the smartest man
to ever live.
The smartest man to ever live. And she was like, yeah, I have nothing going on. Like, let's do it. And went on a PJ with the Bronwyn lady, Nancy and Lauren.
I forgot about the Bronfmans.
They took them. I know I'm telling you, it's so good to be back.
Crazy.
It's so good to be back.
And there were some, keep going.
They took them to Albany and then they were like, took her to Nancy's house and they were like, you have to wait here and we'll get you when it's time to like go meet Vanguard. But warning, it'll be late at night. And she was like, okay. And then they like came around at midnight and they were like, you ready? Let's go. We're going to go to the gym and play volleyball. And she was like, why? And they're like, Vanguard just really likes his privacy and it's important to him to have community and privacy. So that's why we start our games at like midnight. So they took her to the gym.
And that's where we first saw them have that like weird flirtation moment.
Yeah, but that was later on, I think.
Was that their first meeting? Their first interaction.
Oh, okay. So yeah, I need to now rewatch all of
that. That was when she was kind of like, and they had such fuck energy that it was like.
Yeah, and so then like they're playing volleyball, all this stuff, and she's like sitting there, and then he comes up to her and he's like, nice to meet you. Like, do you have a question for me? And she was like, why would I have a question? She was like, no, I just thought I would like sit on the sidelines and cheer you guys on. And he goes, so that's how you live your life. All right. And then he got her ass. And like they took her away from the volleyball thing at 3 a.m. And then she was like, maybe I do have a question for him. And they were like, do you want to turn around and ask? And she was like, yeah. And they took her back to the gym.
Sleep deprived.
And she like sat with him and everyone gathered round. He was like, what's your question for me? And she goes, my question is, what is art? And then they sat and talked about what art is for hours.
Wait, okay, so they like deprived her of sleep. They isolated her.
Everyone's deprived of sleep.
That's such like that's such like celeb shit to be like, sure, I'll go to Albany right now.
I know. They know exactly what, I mean, they have it down pat. The whole thing is like very kind of like a glamorous inner circle of like private travel, and like everyone, they drove a fleet of BMWs. They could only drive BMWs because Keith thought they were the best cars.
He's the smartest man.
And I just love them being like, he's the smartest man alive.
Do you want to come from Vancouver to Albany?
She goes, why would I ask you a question? He goes, well, a lot of people who meet me for the first time meet me because they want to ask me a question. I'm just like, I'm so obsessed with it. And
no, I just want to sit and watch you play volleyball. The last thing I would want to do in my life at midnight,
1 a.m.
Yeah, in upstate New York,
in Albany.
Sorry to our Albany heads, but that's not where I want to be at 1 a.m.
No,
watching a sweaty, ugly man.
I mean,
Lara, he is not.
He's charming and he's smart.
Okay,
I don't want to be in that.
You know who else? You know who else twisted my ick knob? Was that Swedish guy or whatever the fuck, the German guy? What's it? The South African guy who married the girl from...
he was there. Mark?
Yeah.
The videographer?
Yeah, the one who did the documentary.
Who then turned.
Yeah, but
Judas.
but he's still...
They're all weirdos. They're all nerdy weirdo losers.
It freaks me out.
It's amazing.
I'm gonna have to
listen. Can't believe it got that far. I highly recommend listening. It's a fascinating journey, and thank God someone has decided to do the hard work. This is what I really needed to like get me through Q4 was Allison Mack's side of the story.
How long are the Bronwyns in jail? Like 20 years?
I don't know.
Wow. Well, I'll definitely be listening.
And shout out to Natalie.
Seriously.
A true genius.
She is.
My hat is tipped
our
to you,
Our fedoras are tipped to you,
Mm-hmm.
my queen. Damn, how much didn't they spend like $50 million on him or something?
Yeah, they were funding the whole thing.
That's so crazy.
But I was like, he is really smart in the sense that he knew exactly who to target to like get everything funded. And
but that's like Epstein. Like they both were similarly like they're cunning. They're like Epstein, everyone was like, oh, he's this great math genius. He's like, he wasn't. He was just really...
they're like, he's an incredible math genius. It cuts to him and he's writing like 2 + 2.
2 + 2 equals 7.
Question mark.
Yeah, but what is 4? And everyone, Epstein was like lauded as this like, you know, he got hired at like 22 to like, you know, JP Morgan or wherever the fuck he was hired at. And like, but he was truly just really good at manipulating people, and that's what Keith Raniere was.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy. I feel like there was some weird overlap with NXIVM and Epstein. Can we look that up really quick? I feel like there was some
collab of sorts.
No, there was some like strange like, oh, the Bronwyns were in his black book.
That's probably just because like everyone
Raniere
of a certain
hired
wealth.
Epstein's lawyer. Okay.
Yeah, everyone of a certain wealth bracket just
okay.
like kind of knows each other and is in each other's black book.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure they like knew Jeff.
Oh yeah. Ghislaine, we'll get Ghislaine out to Albany.
Mm-hmm.
Ghislaine was like, no way.
No. She was like, can I fuck women? Can I? And they were like, no. And she was like, well,
I'm out of here.
She goes, can Jeff fuck? And they go, no, only Keith can. They go, you can fuck Keith. And she goes, no darling.
No, darling. I don't want to do that.
I'd rather die.
I'd rather fucking die.
Thank you, though.
Wow. Oh, I'll definitely be tuning in. Allison Mack is just so like her bangs, like she's just so.
She's a true tragedy.
She's just that girl. She's like that. She's like horse
They're
girl.
all kind of that girl.
Yeah. She has such darkness behind her eyes.
She's seen things. Harrowed.
We're not here to talk about NXIVM.
No, we're not here to talk about Devil Wears Prada 2.
We're here to talk about Kanowin.
Kanowin.
I'm Carey.
Island of Secrets. I'm Lara.
And you're listening to Sexy Unique.
NXIVM.
Allison Mack.
Nexy Unique.
Nexy Unique Podcast. Salty Utah Queens.
I need these women to get the fuck out of Kanowin. They've been on this boat for far too long.
That one moment where they anchor and you see like downtown Kanowin, I was like, first of all, not a soul in sight.
I told you, it's the fucking Truman Show.
And it looks like downtown Disney. They look like mini golf like houses.
It's a fake place.
I was like, this is giving Epstein.
Something's wrong.
Yeah.
And to go all that way to be on a boat for 48 hours, it
was like 3 days.
The third day they pulled into the
so I guess like, yeah, it was pretty.
The time change and just being like,
a 16-hour flight. It could have been like a 5-day trip. 5 days at sea,
minimum.
6 days, you're docking on the 6th day.
Captain Jason begins the morning by leading Heather, Whit, Angie, and Britani in a yoga class. It was very like stand up and bend over.
He's very sexy.
He is sexy.
Heather goes, I want him to bend me over, pile drive me, fist my pussy.
We get it, Heather. You've staked your claim.
Sunrise on the last day, I was just like, there was a picture of them getting who was getting out of bed? Was it Angie or someone? And it just looked like norovirus.
Mm-hmm.
It just looks farty.
Too dank. It's like there's no air circulation. Britt also, when she joins, she has no mat. So she's just like on the deck.
And Jason's like, take a mat. She's not bright.
She's not well.
I think Meredith was right when she said she has a pea brain.
I think she is choosing to have a pea brain.
She's willed herself.
I think it's a conscious choice every morning. She looks in the mirror and she goes, will I be smart today or will I have a pea brain? And then as she puts on makeup and she puts on a frilly dress and she goes, pea brain.
She got like willingly lobotomized.
Mm-hmm.
Whitney Rose, though, when she's waking up Britani, she goes, are you coming to yoga?
They get up there and when Britani joins them, Heather goes, how are you feeling? And Britani goes, I feel sunburned and I feel whiplashed.
Well, you're about to be more whiplashed.
Mm-hmm.
Meredith is in bed with Lisa, who's like, Lisa, I think, has just taken a shower and is like hangover sprawled out like a mummy on the other side of the bed. And you just hear Meredith, they love to sit in darkness in the morning.
They're in a dark cave of sorrow.
Which I kind of love and I relate to in the morning after like a hard night.
Yeah.
And Meredith goes, you know what? I think she's disgusting. And Lisa goes, which one? And Meredith goes, Britani. She thinks she's a Disney princess. Well, she has the brain aptitude to be one.
Meredith goes, who is that character in The Wizard of Oz? No brain. The Tin Man. And Lisa goes, the Tin Man. The Tin Man. Thank you. And she goes, she can be the Tin Woman. They're gabbing. Also, I'm just like, Lisa, you are Judith.
Meredith was still wasted, I think.
She's 10 perks deep.
But I know we joke about it, but like on this day especially, like she was fucked up on something. Like she maybe was still a little drunk. Maybe she's like the time changed, like the no sleep, but she was off her rocker more than I've ever seen her. And we'll get to it.
It was like.
Something's up with her.
She can be the Tin Woman. Who is it? The Tin Man? She'll be the Tin Woman.
I think she's disgusting.
Britani on the yoga mat, she goes, I tell her something nice with good intentions. And I was like, girl,
Britani,
come on.
I'm on your side in this, but like you did this. You
Be
did.
real. You're trying to troll.
You trolled each other. She went too hard. She took it to another level. But be real because you were both trying to hurt each other.
Yeah. And you're going to lose because you woke up and chose pea brain. So,
you're going to lose because you were doing yoga on a hard wood plank deck.
Yeah, and if you can't just admit, like, I was trying to
fuck her up,
get a rise out of you, then there's nowhere to go from there.
I think if you poked Ben, the chef's eye bags, vodka would squirt out at you.
He's a really angry person.
Yeah, he is. But there's a shot of him and Daisy, and he's like, all right, last breakfast of the day. And then his eye bags were and it's just boozy eye bags, and I wanted to go, ah!
There's something about the food that they serve in the morning where I was like, these pastries are bad. They're like 3 days old at this point. Like, that's not a fresh pastry.
I'm watching Below Deck again. Below Deck
Is it
Med.
this crew?
No, it's Captain Sandy's crew, and
They're in the med?
Aisha, Aisha, the New Zealand girl.
Kind of, yeah.
But they don't even get their provisions for like an entire trip. And it's like, when it comes, it's kind of bad. And like, the shit is so...
Yeah, I'm like, I don't need pastries. Like, if they're not going to be freshly made, like, from scratch, then just don't have them. Like, have fruit instead.
Bronwyn brings the unicorn into Meredith's room, and Meredith goes, come on in.
They decide to do an extended bit where they dress up in these costumes and throw the unicorn overboard. Bronwyn goes, the only way to pull this off is to be in costume. We have to go undercover. We have to be incog. I go, please, ladies, have a shred of dignity.
This was mean. Bronwyn was mean. Like, this was
This was mean of
This is
Bronwyn.
mean girl shit. Like, this is when I start seeing how, like, fucked up Meredith is. Like, she's really, like...
She comes alive. She goes,
yeah.
I want to swim. I want to swim. She goes, are you ready? I want to take a dip in the ocean and get away from the mean hater.
She goes, look, Uni, look at that water. I was like, you're Mrs. Voorhees.
No, you're crazy.
Kill them, mommy.
They get up to the deck and you just go, Meredith goes, it's windy. Wow. Oh my gosh, we're going to blow over.
Why am I shocked by this moment?
It's like, this was really unnecessary.
I was like, I mean, I think Britani brought it on a little, but this was just, to me, I was like, this is so shockingly mean.
It's strange.
Even though I wanted that unicorn to go overboard, I was like, I don't want it to be done in this way.
I didn't want Meredith to do it.
No,
I thought it was going to be Britani and someone else
Whitney.
did it and they helped her release it. I didn't think that it would be two grown women like actively bullying another one while wearing like shrimp suits. Breakfast is served and Britani comes to sit down still covered in zombie makeup.
Yeah, at first I was like...
Did she cut last night?
No, at first I was like, those look like hieroglyphics. And at first, my first thought, which is why I maybe need to get off TikTok, is like, I was like, is this some sort of like Mormon ancient hieroglyphics that everyone gets who's like deep into the temple get? I literally, that was
you thought she'd been branded.
Not branded, but like Mormons all get like
ancient tattoos.
Yeah, like Angel Malagai or whatever. What's his name? Moroni. They get Angel Moroni language tattoos.
Whitney goes, everyone is quiet this morning. Meredith, are you okay?
She goes, my toe. I'm going to have to see a doctor when I get back.
She goes, but I'm a survivor. I'm strong and I can deal with hatred.
I was like, Britani and Meredith sitting next to each other
is incredible. You cut the tension with a knife. She's
turned her back to Britani and she's just like not even engaging with her, but she is engaging with her fully.
Yeah. She's more engaged than ever before. But she's also really mad at Whitney because she thinks Whitney led the campaign and somehow should have stopped this conversation before it ever started or told her about it.
She goes, we're not going there, Whitney, and I'm mad at you, by the way. And Whitney goes, you're mad at me? What did I do?
Whatever did I do, aside from try and get you to see the beauty of Atlantis?
Meredith is monologuing and Brittany's just behind her going, bah, 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 like literally just flapping her gills.
And like rolling her eyes.
Yeah.
Brittany goes, I say one thing that's meant to be in kindness. And you're like, ugh, ugh, like flipping her hair around. And Meredith whips around and goes, if you touch me. I was like, she's the wicked witch right now.
If you touch me with one of your little fingers, I'll bite it off and spit it back in your mouth.
And Brittany goes, you touched me. And Whitney goes, let's switch.
Let us switch together.
And she goes, they're like, so what? You're just going to like throw Britani overboard. Like, I don't get your anger. And she goes, I think that, oh no, when Whitney goes, let's switch, Meredith goes, I think that would be a wise idea because people who are filled with hate disgust me.
I'm like, you just threw a stuffed animal into the ocean.
You're literally the most filled with hate out of anyone in this entire group.
Mm-hmm.
She goes, I'm done with her. And people who aren't done with her, I'm done with them too.
Bronwyn goes, Mary, can't you say something as a woman of God? And Mary goes, no, I'm not saying anything. I have nothing to say.
Can you say something as a mother, as a woman of God?
Mary, I love like Bronwyn. I'm like, you guys just escalated this so deeply.
Bronwyn, you're acting awfully innocent for someone who literally made a big show of sleeping on the deck and talking about the unicorn and like.
And you just threw a stuffed animal into the Caribbean Sea. Like, you're just not. I love Bronwyn this season, but I'm also like,
you're not innocent.
No.
They pack up after lunch and Bronwyn reveals she's not flying with the women. She booked separate airline accommodations.
She got a pod. Right?
Maybe. I don't know how available pods were on this excursion. Heather, everyone hugs the staff and then Heather apologizes to all of them on behalf of her friends and gives them a big fat tip.
She goes,
Have a good night out.
Have a good night out on us.
Go get drunk tonight.
She's like, Jason,
I love you. She whispers in his ear, I'm going to fuck you again.
I know. She's like, we all understand. Like, he's your man.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
He likes her.
Yeah, totally. But I'm also like, we get it.
Yeah.
You're like pissing on his leg to like mark your territory.
They go through like creepy downtown Kanawha and there's tumbleweeds. There's like someone closes their shutters. Like, it's just very.
It's a set. Daisy has found the unicorn and she gives it back to Britani. And Britani goes, this is wet. How's it wet? And she goes, Angie, did you throw this over? She goes full British again.
Did you throw this over? She goes up to Bronwyn.
She goes, who threw that? Did someone throw this off? It's just wet. It's just so weird. It's wet.
Bronwyn goes, it was my idea.
Meredith goes, yeah, Uni wanted to swim. You got Tanner and makeup all over him. You needed a dip in the ocean. I was like, you're fucking crazy, lady.
She also just never takes accountability for anything. Even this stupid little prank that Bronwyn, like, to her credit, immediately owns up to. But Meredith never really took credit. She never takes accountability. She never apologizes.
Never.
I've never seen anything like it.
Bronwyn goes, I thought it would make you laugh. And Whitney goes, why would you think it would make her laugh?
True.
Then they take the flight from hell.
Okay, so this is going to be one of those things a la Robich where we never get the footage, like, of Kathy saying faggot and Aspen. Like, I pray to God that someone has.
Didn't Kathy get angry at the DJ because he wouldn't play Michael Jackson and then she called him a FAG?
She called him like an old faggot or something. She also was mad at Kyle.
She was mostly mad at Kyle, but instead took it out on an elderly DJ.
She also said, like, allegedly said, according to Rinna, like, incredibly anti-Semitic things about Kyle's children. And, like, remember? Like, the most heinous shit you can think of.
She really scares me.
But Meredith goes completely apeshit on this, like, 20-hour flight home.
Meredith went, like, positively berserk in the air in first class. She
was sitting behind Britani.
Kicked things off by texting Heather, who I believe Heather took like 4 Ambien.
Yeah,
and
I do
just
too.
Passed out. Meredith goes, I am livid, to Heather, who's like, I believe sleeping, and then spent the next hours taunting Britani.
She's sitting next to Lisa.
Then they're sitting behind Britani.
Lisa's winding her up. She's feeding her, like.
Lisa's like, yeah, she did that. It's so horrible. What a horrible lady. And then she said this, and then she said this. They went full Terrence and Phillip.
Fuck
at
that
32,000 feet.
And she's like she's literally going as far as she's kicking the back of Britani's seat.
They're spilling wine on her.
She's spilling wine on her. She's
screaming at everyone, being like, give me your phone. Let me see the TikTok. Show me the TikTok. Bitch, pull it up and search yourself.
I took some great. The editing in this moment was incredible.
And The reason I knew Heather was on sleep medication is because Whitney like texted her and was like, I hate being in the air with these women. It is so embarrassing. And then Heather's text back was, they are being very mad.
And then Whitney wrote, I don't want to fly with these bitches. Wait, this moment of Angie texting. There's this incredible moment where Angie texts and the text is like, whoa, whoa. Mary's horrified.
Mary is like horrified into like a place of silence.
But
everyone says Meredith was completely unhinged and they've never seen anything like it.
And she was apparently yelling to other passengers in first class. Like they took up most of the first class cabin, but like the poor souls that were trapped with them were getting. She was basically like one step away from being duct taped to her seat.
But here's the thing, and here's my other theory, is that Meredith has now entered like full legal defense team mode, and she will no longer like be fielding any questions.
That's why it's so annoying.
But she's like, if I was that crazy, I would have been escorted off the plane. But if you're sitting in first class with a group of people that's the majority of first class and you're unruly, I don't think first class passengers get escorted off the plane unless they literally like threaten to kill someone.
There's also like a film crew there, like in the same plane.
You would have to be like, you have to really cause a lot of drama, I think mostly towards like flight attendants, like you causing drama towards a person you know or your friends. Like, don't you feel like I rarely hear about that being the reason someone's kicked off a plane? It's not like two friends got into a fight and then one of them was taken off. It's like, you threaten a crew member or you threaten a stranger.
Yeah.
Think back. When have two friends gotten kicked off the flight for fighting? That's just like weird personal drama.
I feel like there's a line though, like if someone complained to a flight attendant, like a stranger, then maybe she could have gotten in trouble. If someone was like, this woman is like causing disruption, I'm not feeling safe. She's like, I don't know if you're
not feeling safe in first class. If like
I don't really think it matters at this point.
Lady.
Like they're fucking ready to like put everyone in a headlock.
I'm just saying, I think it's different in that.
There's like a classist thing.
I think there's a class cabin.
If it was coach, that would be, you'd be like.
If it was coach and someone complained, then a flight attendant would have to be like, ladies, can you calm down? And then they would probably have to calm down.
But what was very
there's something
strange
about first class where you could just like bully a lady, you know.
Well, Meredith feels complete freedom to be absolutely wretched. This is like the violence of kicking a seat, though, is like really scary. And
spilling wine on someone is also
it's mean,
cruel.
Also, why was there no footage though? Like someone.
My theory also. I have many theories in this episode.
Okay, just hear me out. If like you don't even have to be a fan of the show. If I was in coach, which I would be, and I heard, you probably could. Meredith's voice is resonant. I'm sure you heard something. If you were close enough to hear it, I would absolutely start filming and send it to like my friends and be like, oh my God, or like put it on my close friends or something.
But my theory is that maybe at the reunion, they're going to show like.
Oh, they better. There's no way Meredith can do a cease and desist on everyone on that plane.
Yeah,
everyone.
She and Lisa both maintain that it like wasn't a big deal.
Well, of course, Lisa's like, they're locked up.
They're
the gruesome twosome.
They're the gruesome twosome who are back to being intertwined, and Lisa knows that she needs Meredith for whatever reason. I don't think that she does, but I think she thinks that she does.
No, the two of them are like really dangerous together. Like they're like 13 together.
They are. They're a force to be reckoned with.
They probably should not be friends because they're so incredibly toxic and codependent together, and they whip each other up. I've had friendships like this.
And they're evil together.
The pouring of wine on someone is like completely that's degradation.
And also it's like, I'm sorry, but if you're gonna co-bully another person with a friend, you need to like punch up. Bullying Britani is like the lowest form of bullying because she really is like a helpless pea brain at the end of the day. She doesn't deserve that. It's like, it's too easy in that I'm like, you're a coward.
She's annoying as shit, but like she's not like, yeah, bully Heather or like bully
Heather.
Bully Angie. Like these are you can't.
But there's a hierarchy.
Yeah.
And they're mad.
She's the lowest on the totem pole, so she's the punching bag. This was really mean. And there was an incredible moment that I really need to thank the producers for giving this, where they just randomly show Crazy Rich Asians on pause on the back in like the movie selection.
I caught that too.
I was like, why?
That's such like a watch on the plane movie to feel like cozy.
It felt so real. Like I was like, they really nailed this.
They did. I was there with them. Bronwyn and Mary meet for lunch, and Mary is shaken to her core. She goes, at the end of the day, right is right and wrong is wrong. Whitney and Justin are playing golf, and Whitney's like telling him what went on. She goes, what I witnessed was the most unhinged behavior. So
this makes me think it was, if they're all saying this, then it was bad.
I think it was bad.
Yeah.
I think it was like
full Karen meltdown. Like
Heather said it started as soon as they got into the airport. Meredith was in a frenzy about the TikTok and the fact, I think cameras went off, and as soon as and I said this last week, as soon as the cameras went off,
the yeller comes out.
The yeller came out. And
behind closed doors yeller.
See?
We all know someone who had a friend growing up whose mom or dad was a yeller.
And as soon as the director called cut, Meredith was off to the fucking races.
And Britani was her target.
And she knew that she could get Lisa to have her back.
It's probably true.
What?
TikTok.
Oh, of course. But also I'm like, why didn't anyone say anything? Like, you're all sitting on the flight together. Why wasn't anyone like, Meredith, stop?
Because she'll
turn her ire on you.
I really think this is my like very like middle class like theory is that
Share. Go on.
I think sometimes someone who's just so rich, people just like don't. It's like this weird when like they're in an uncomfortable place, they are deferential to them.
I think being really rich in first class.
I'm talking about the other women. I think Meredith is like.
You think Meredith is way richer than them?
Yes, I'm telling you, she was born rich. She's like an heiress. Like she's like her dad was a huge developer in the Midwest.
And they don't really know her because she doesn't live in.
No, she lives in New York. So like, I think she scares everyone because she's like really just like has. I'm telling you, it's a thing.
That makes sense.
And I think it's like an instinctual thing that we just kind of cower.
But you would think that the Wild Rose would at least be like, stop. But she can't.
She's a bit of a pea brain. She's not. But like she is not as like Heather and Angie can throw the fuck down. Whitney's
finding her voice.
She's resilient. She's a Helen resilient queen.
She is finding her voice.
But she's not it's not as natural for her to like go hard. Like Heather
can throw down now.
Angie will fucking.
Oh, Angie was born throwing.
Angie
down.
is a scrappy queen.
Angie came out of the womb hurling insults at the nurses.
Wild Rose is a very strong woman, but she has had a fragile chapter of her life, and she's
learning.
Chapter 11, and she's coming back.
Lisa Barlow downloads John over some car chicken nuggets. She goes. He's like, well, did you say anything?
Yeah, he knows. He goes, were you involved? And she goes, no, of course not. I said nothing.
She goes, I didn't say anything. Of course, but I've never seen Meredith that upset.
She's already.
And then I was like, okay, now
thrown her under the bus.
Because Meredith was that upset.
John clocked her. He clocked her tea.
He clocked her fucking tea.
He said, were you involved? And she's like chowing on like barbecue sauce. It looked really good.
I know.
She goes, no.
You know so let me tell you a little bit about a Florida secret that I learned.
What?
Amongst the moms and kids in Tequesta, Jupiter area, Palm Beach County, every play date.
Want to name another county?
every play date and every like gathering, the move is you get a huge thing of Publix popcorn chicken, and that's like what the kids all eat at their play dates. And I tried many plates because I was at a child's birthday party, and I said, let me see what this popcorn chicken is all about.
Was it good? Barbecue sauce?
Dry. There was no sauce. I was like, come on, give me a little sauce.
ketchup at least.
Barbecue.
I know, but like if you're gonna have, you need something.
Well, dry, they were still delicious. And now I have such a craving. Like every day I think about Publix popcorn
Publix is
chicken
good.
for 30 minutes.
You're
And
like,
there's no way there's literally no way to
you need
get
to
it.
flew them out.
They need to be flued out, but like on a Concorde because they're going to lose the heat and the crisp factor
You might have to like drive to Florida, astronaut diapers, woman style,
to
and
get
get.
a big. And also there's just something so gorgeous about like a box of chicken nuggets this big.
It's like pretzel. There's like pretzel bites you get. Do you know what that is?
From where? Like Wetzel's?
Oh my God, is this like a Philly thing? There was like a pretzel place you could get like a big platter of pretzel bites, hot pretzel bites with honey mustard and just regular, all types of mustard in the middle, like a crudité of pretzel. My mom used to get them. They had them in, I forget what it's called.
They need to bring that the fuck back.
Wait, what is it called? Let me
People,
find this.
I think
No, I got it, Cameron. Don't worry.
we need to be on the forefront of a pretzel renaissance. And I've felt this in my bones for a while. But like my
The Pretzel Factory.
my favorite thing to do before a movie at the Grove is I go to Wetzel's Pretzels. Yeah, I need that.
Look at this.
Pull it up. Let him pull it up so they can see it.
That mound. My mom would get that
Oh my God.
for like a swim team
Do they have pigs in a blanket
Yep.
too?
and pretzel. Next time we go to Philly, we'll get this for our green room.
Oh, I need
What's
to
on our rider? Pretzel Factory.
fucking pretzel plate. But the key is, and I'm telling you an important secret, so please let me finish my thought, is that you need to go to the Grove
Okay.
to see a movie. You go to Wetzel's, you get a pretzel with salt, just a plain pretzel with salt, their cheese dip. Put it in your bag, take it into the theater, eat that as a snack with the Diet Coke. And also get a popcorn, because why not? You only live once. And that's like,
You're pulling out a pretzel tray in your bag.
oh, I pull out a full pretzel.
Yeah.
They sell pretzels at the movie theater. It's
No, I'm-
quiet. By the time there's
I'm
so
all
many
about.
previews
I'm
by the
now
time
all
they're
about
done.
bringing food in. I used to be like terrified to bring food in because I thought the state would arrest me.
Well, as long as it's not like loud and disruptive.
No, I told you about like when my aunt brought in like McDonald's, right?
Yeah, that's humiliating.
Yeah.
I almost broke up with a boyfriend, or like at least I was like, it was a strike when he would tell me like he wanted to bring like food and like unwrap it in the theater. And I was like, if you do that in front of me, I'll leave you tonight. And he didn't, but it was over anyways. But now look at me, a hypocrite with a pretzel. I love a Wetzel.
Oh, now I want this so bad.
But I think we need a pretzel renaissance. I know carbs and all that.
No one eats anymore.
I know.
Sorry.
But I eat pretzels.
Me too. I love pretzels.
And I've been really on a tip and I just feel it. Like, what can we do about this?
We'll figure it out. But right now we need to talk about Heather
Meredith.
and Brittany meeting at
Lunch.
the fucking Grand Hyatt by the highway. This was giving the points.
It was the points. There was a shot of them, like, that was beautifully composed with the two of them in focus. And then the sprawling desert highway in the background. And I had a shimmy of desert air bad chills.
Which desert?
Like Utah is
Yeah.
very like arid, deserty climate.
Brittany arrives in a tweed number and she's no makeup.
She's stripped down.
She's raw. She's unplugged.
You know what she's like? She's like Kim Kardashian after the robbery. This is exactly what Kim did. And I was like, Brittany, you're killing it. What you need to take it one step further and stop with like the little girl outfits. And
She
then
should have
we're
worn like power sweats.
cooking
Yeah.
with gas. She should have worn a suit. Just like
Yeah.
a black suit.
Like a full on with like a bow tie, like a bolo tie or something.
A bolo would be really good.
She just arrives. She takes off her glasses. It's very Carrie Bradshaw in Mexico after getting stood up by Big.
I'm telling you, if
She goes,
Brittany
"Hey."
brings this makeup energy, no makeup, and like a sleek hair energy and figures out the look from the neck down.
Or she won't.
There's anything is truly possible. She's nascent stage housewife. Truly anything is possible. Heather's a different person.
I know she has a different head. I saw a video of Jared and Britani just driving around the dark roads of Salt Lake City blasting Ethel Cain.
Yeah, they said they love Ethel Cain.
I was like, I need to listen to Crush.
Jason goes,
Jared.
I love Jared. Jared goes, I love her or them or whatever. And I was like, love that.
All right. And Britney's looking up the lyrics being like, I just fucking love you, baby.
We listened to it a lot of times and now we're going to listen to it again because it just is really just the best show.
They're like teenagers.
They are.
But she comes in, she's like, hi. And Heather's like, how are you? Britney's loving this moment. She's finally got her ticket into inclusion in this group as being the victim.
But also I have to call bullshit on Heather in this moment because I guess she was knocked out on the plane. So she couldn't really, I believe
she was dead to the world.
I think she was dead to the world.
It's like when Ashley went to the bathroom when Monique and Candace brawled and like truly missed the whole thing and then came back while it was like unfolding. I was like, that's the best place to be in.
Yeah. Because I think if Heather had her wits about her, she would have told them to shut up. Because Heather does pull rank with shut up.
No, it was like Mama Bear was asleep.
She was in hibernation.
And the only people, and Angie, I think, was like kind of dissociating.
Angie's been like 24 or 48 hours, like deathly ill. Mary's not going to get involved.
So
God
really,
is above that.
The only cop we had, good cop, was Wild Rose, and she's
still getting her voice back. Britani feels hurt and betrayed by Lisa Barlow the most because Lisa joined Meredith in the torture.
She was shaking her chair, violent, like evil shit. Very low vibrational behavior.
It's very like one time I was in 6th grade, I think, or 5th grade, and a group of 6th grade girls walked by me in the locker room and one of them spit on me. Like spit water on me. And this is very that.
The best story I heard about something like this was my sister's, the girl who like bullied my sister the hardest, and she was like, everyone was afraid of her. And she was driving home. This guy in my sister's class was driving a bunch of like the popular girls from a party because he was sober, and his girlfriend was a year younger than my sister, but they were friends, I think, just for mutual hatred of this girl. And the girl was kicking the girlfriend of who was like a little younger, her backseat the whole ride home. And after a certain point, the girl just turned around and fucking decked her.
Nice.
And then she kicked her with her shoe. But I was like, that's what you do. And I always remember hearing that, being like, that's a bad bitch.
I know. I didn't know how to like handle that at the time.
No,
so
obviously.
I was like broken down.
No, they were like 11th grade. You were a 5th grader.
Yeah. And I was getting bullied because I hugged a girl when we were playing basketball in gym, and I was like, I love you. And they were like, ew, you're a lesbian. And then they spread rumors that I was a lesbian, and then I got spit on. And they go, look at me now. In a cardigan.
Damn.
I know.
This means a lot.
Right?
That's really traumatic.
No, it was horrible.
It's horrible.
They were like, you're a lesbian. There were no lesbians, which was like 5th grade in Oklahoma.
And you were like, just
there was
halfway.
Literally like 0 lesbians.
You were like half true.
I'm bisexual.
It's actually I'm bi, but I don't have words for it yet.
No, and then they were like, ew, a lesbian?
They all were lesbians.
They're the biggest.
They were all eating each other's pussies at like
probably
Jenna's sleepover. So fuck you all.
And then
to spit on someone is so horrible.
It was horrific.
Did you cry?
I was like beside myself.
And then guys were like,
they were like, are you lesbian? And I had to be like, no.
We've all had a moment. I had a moment where like everyone in my class asked me if I was gay, like at the same time, because a note was put in my locker.
From a guy?
No, these girls wrote a fake note from a guy to me, put it in my locker.
But
we all have it. But look at you now. Your hair is like power ponytail.
Lesbian.
You're in Bodhi.
It's a full
power bisexual woman.
Yeah.
Sitting on a set that she
a gorgeous set
paid for.
Britani goes, I can't believe Lisa would turn on me like that. I've been so good to her.
She goes, Heather, I always feel like I'm the unsinkable rubber ducky.
Grow up. Be honest.
She goes, I'm feeling really broken right now.
Rubber Ducky, you need to truly...
She could be in NXIVM. If NXIVM had gotten its clutches into Britani, she would have been...
If they had opened up a
maybe
Salt Lake
too
chapter,
perfect.
the Mormons wouldn't have let them into Salt Lake, I feel
No,
like.
I'll bet like NXIVM maybe like dipped a toe into Salt Lake and the Mormons ran them the fuck out of there. They go, there's only one game in town.
She's prime target.
Yeah.
Lisa, I also think Barlow would have been in NXIVM. But like not believing it, but being like a lieutenant. I do.
I don't get that sense. I think I see what you're saying. Like she's very self-assured and talking, and I could see her like selling, like.
But wanting to be like I can do it. I love Vanguard.
Vanguard, he's great.
He's amazing. He's the smartest man in the world.
He's the smartest man in the world. You should fuck him.
She's. Bronwyn and Mitney. This is Mitney and Bronwyn meet at the
Mitt Romney and Bronwyn meet.
Well,
for
he
lunch.
is Mormon.
Exactly.
They meet at the depot, which this scene was truly historic, and I loved it. This was a scene of two women.
This was two women getting real.
Two millennial women being frank about being in an ethically non-monogamous marriage, and I was like, you know what? Say it.
I said, it's about time.
It's about time.
It's about fucking time. And this, truly, I believe that they just ushered us into a new era of housewifery.
Swingers.
Swinging.
Well, Rose goes, well, Bronwyn, you missed the flight from Hades. Also, Whitney looked so gorgeous.
She looked great.
Yeah.
I was like, you finally got that hair together. And things are firing.
Bronwyn's wearing a beret. She looks like Madeline.
I know. She goes, well, I landed at the airport to a mess on Twitter of Todd looking at women who weren't his wife. I went home and I said, Todd, what the heck is this?
Todd was like swiping through like texts of women just like sending him lingerie and some tattletale on the plane. We live in a surveillance state.
You cannot.
You can't do anything. If you want to swipe freely through Tinder or Grindr or
he needs the FBI screen on his phone.
Yeah, but he's old.
Too old to put that on.
But we truly live in like.
Oh, especially I think Housewives fans are the number one narcs of the universe. They have eagle eyes and they'll rat you out the second you step out of line.
So my whole thing was like, if you're going to do it, just tell me.
Let me. That she told Todd, she went home, she goes, Todd, what the hell is this? What am I seeing in the news? And he goes, why don't you ask your friends? Yeah. They love this trauma.
No, you took your little stubby fingers and downloaded.
Swiping with your sausage fingers.
This is you. Own it. Own it.
She goes, well, and then I told him he had a business trip the next day. I said, why don't you go stay in a hotel?
He was like, sure, I'd love it.
He's like, yeah, so I can cheat on you more. That sounds great.
But they're basically like, Bronwyn's kind of like, I want to get to a point where I'm like, she goes, we all have our needs.
She's down to be more open with Todd, but he's not quite there yet. And that's truly, I think he just wants to cheat and disrespect. But doesn't want.
No, it's so he wants true.
Men just want to disrespect. Like if you said, "Hey, look, I'm cool with you doing whatever. Like and I'll do what I want, and we'll figure out boundaries and stuff about this." They'd be like, "No." And then the second, because they just want to be disrespectful.
That's the only way they can come, especially older men, is like being dishonest and cheating and having affairs. It's not as fun if the wife is like, "Go ahead." Because then that means they are going to go get theirs, and the men can't handle a woman, their partner.
No, they want like 1950s affair.
Yeah, no. I want to. No.
And I think the disrespect is part of the hotness.
Yeah, of course.
And the secrecy and the sneaking around.
That's so.
And feeling. And like, I also think that Todd is really angry with Bronwyn. And so it makes sense that he wants to cheat on her in this way, because that's also something a really angry person would do.
No, that's like literally such a thing. And I think that's why like swinger men are like kind of men in the lifestyle are kind of rare, because they're like open-minded and like down to see their woman like
get hers.
Yeah, and like compersion and all that. You know what I mean?
Whitney goes, see, this is what I talk about a lot with Justin. And you and I, we have been married for a long time. And we're not open, but we do have an agreement. And I was like, I love this. She goes, we know all sorts of people.
She goes, we have a lot of friends who live in different lifestyles.
She goes, you know me, I'm wild.
We know.
The wild rose. She goes, but agreements need to be had. I was like, I gained a lot of respect for the Wild Rose in this conversation.
She goes like, if I'm going home late at night, like Justin just wants to know that nothing bad is going to happen to me.
And I'm okay.
So she's basically like, they can fuck who they want. They just have to be upfront about it. Which
Yeah.
I'm like, you are open. But baby
They're not.
steps.
I think that there's like being open, but like not being open. They're like straight open, but I love to see it.
She goes, you have to come to one of my parties. I'm like, okay, so do you have like orgies at your house?
Maybe. The stripper pulls back up. Anything could happen.
She has like, yeah, she goes, come get your feminine wiles in order and embrace the divine.
I really want to see Bronwyn like blooming like a flower.
Bronwyn's like, my husband is old as fuck, and obviously he's not. I'm hotter than he is, and like,
yeah, I'm 30.
I'm 30, and like, I need to get fucked by like dick down by like a hot bull,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't think he could handle that.
No,
he wants to be the only one who can like swipe through lingerie photos on a plane.
Totally, because he's angry and he wants to hurt her.
Mm-hmm.
Angie talks to her daughter Elektra, and I was like, truly?
This is child.
If you don't stop being a hater, I am going to come to Salt Lake City and slap you silly.
This is birth control.
This was a birth control moment.
Knowing this is why I don't want to have kids, because they would make me cry when they get to like, I would be weeping all the time, because to have a child that the person that you created, or in my case, like half created,
the
turn
person
on
you
you,
paid a surrogate
a person I paid a surrogate, like turn on you in such a way, I couldn't be able to handle it.
She's so close with her dad.
Yeah.
I go, you have everything. You have horses.
They're packing for
You're
Elektra's.
a horse girl.
She's going on an equestrian trip, and Angie's wearing a cute sweater with a Greek flag embroidered, and Elektra is a little bit of a jerk. And I said, I get it. She's going through that phase.
Yeah, she's just going through her like bitchy phase.
She's in her like, mom is, I only have room for my only parental love for dad. Mom is annoying.
Yeah, I have braces, and it's like weird.
It's kind of giving when Cameron Westcott on Dallas had, her husband was like a short, not a, like very unattractive rich guy who came from like the richest family in Dallas, and she was like the 6-foot Barbie doll, and he diminished her constantly, and he kind of encouraged his children to diminish her, and her daughter like diminished her in front of the dad, and like I think to get his approval. I don't think Sean does that, but I'm just saying I think
it's giving you shades.
Yeah.
I love Angie's idea of Elektra representing Greece in the Olympics.
She's like, someday you can, when you're old enough and you get citizenship, you can actually, what about if you represented Greece in the Olympics? What about that? Wouldn't that be kind of cool? And Electra's like, why would I do that?
She's like, I didn't do all this to like represent Greece.
And she goes, but honey, isn't it incredible to have roots in the place where civilization started?
I just love how obsessed Greek people are with Greece.
But isn't her husband Greek?
I don't know.
Isn't his last name Kasich? Or is that just hers?
I don't know.
Does she only take her? She's like, well, I'm only close to dad's side of the family. Like I relate more because it's like not as foreign. And she's
like horses.
And she's like, well, what about Papu?
Papu didn't immigrate so that I could represent Greece. And I was like,
okay.
Point to being made. Angie handles it with grace and panache.
But it probably stings.
How could it not?
Elektra will know.
You know what? Smart to get it on camera. Let's just roll that back and see how rude you were to Mother.
I think Elektra will come around.
Of course. Heather and Lisa meet for lunch in a really intensely girly restaurant.
Marmalade.
I was
triggered.
I was really triggered.
I really hated it. The shouting.
I can't do like the decor. I can't do the shouting. By this point, I was like, this episode has devolved into women meeting one-on-one and talking about one incident. And I was like starting to check out.
Why is every restaurant in Salt Lake like 3 years old? Like no restaurant is like
Probably
older
people
than
moved
2018.
there during the pandemic.
Yeah, it freaks me out. She's an hour late, Barlow. Heather's sitting there. I'm like, order a coffee. My God.
Heather's like, we need to talk about what happened because it was really fucked up. And
Barlow looked cunt.
yeah.
That chiffon.
But Lisa immediately starts getting
Yeah.
pissed and defensive. And she goes, "You're not my God. You're not my judge." Like, what? And I was like, well,
Lisa-
even God would be like, what the fuck is wrong with you? You were really mean to Britani.
Then the beignets come, which look really good. And she goes, I love beignets. We have them at our lounge.
And basically Heather's like, that was wrong and you should apologize. It was like fucked up. And then Lisa just like flips out.
I think I had another theory that maybe electronics don't work on a certain point when Meredith is like blowing her top. I think it powers down.
Her anger is so electric that it causes
an EMP.
Well, remember we thought like the plane was crashed. Like she begins to control the flight with her anger.
Maybe the plane was just gliding for like 2 hours.
The engines cut out and they were only gliding on air because Meredith was screaming so loudly. And then everyone had to coerce her into like calming down so they could regain control of the electronics.
Oh my God. I saw a video of Jennifer Lawrence was on Las Culturistas and she talked about her plane that she was on once. Both engines exploded and it had to like glide to the ground.
I remember
that story, but
happening.
I never heard her talk about it. And she was like with a family friend and she was crying. And then he's like, don't worry, we still got the other engine. And then he went quiet. And then she went, it went out, didn't it? And he said, yeah. And she said people were like hugging each other goodbye.
Was it a commercial?
It was
airline?
a private plane, but like she said the like captains, like everyone was like, prepare, like this is probably gonna be the end.
That's
the life of a celeb. Your chances of being in a plane crash are just
much higher. I also just think private, your chances are much higher.
I mean, remember that Kardashian episode where they go to Vegas for Kim's birthday and they have to turn around because the winds are so bad? Like that.
Yeah, but wasn't Travis Barker in a horrible
Yeah, he
plane
was
crash?
in a plane crash with that DJ who was dating Nicole Richie.
Adam?
Yeah.
Lisa goes, don't put this on me. You guys are fucking bitches for putting this on me. I'm like, just like say you're sorry.
She's doing like a Lizzie Grubman, Roy Cohn PR spin.
She's been a very good friend to Britani.
There's two gays sitting behind her that are absolutely having the time of their life watching this. And then Mary and Meredith get lunch in a bank.
Yeah.
With lamps.
And Mary tries to talk some sense into Meredith. And she's like, what happened on the plane was like crazy. And I think you were really like out of control. And Meredith goes, what is it that you think happened? And then I was like, here we go.
Well, first Meredith sits down and she goes, I'll have an iced tea. I'm like, there you go. Not ordering alcohol. And Mary goes, I'll have a Sauvignon Blanc. And then Meredith goes, okay, Mary, it was about 15 minutes. And then Mary whispers, no, Meredith, it wasn't.
She said it was a lot longer.
I believe Mary fully.
Oh, I believe everyone. Meredith
Mary
goes, so what? Then it was 30 minutes at most. And I was like, caught you. You're walking it back already. And you know, that's when someone walks a little bit back on their story. That's when you know. But Meredith is just deny.
She goes, I mean, Mary, there's only so much time in a flight. I'm like, the flight was like 13 hours. You're a liar.
Even if it's one leg, it still is like 4 or 5 hours.
But her truth felt more authentic than even anyone else who was witnessed it, because just the way she whispered, I was like, it was something.
She goes,
I seen you get angry, Mary.
She goes, Mary, you were across the entire plane. She goes, I was on the other side of the aisle.
She goes, I was at one row ahead of you.
She goes, yes, so you were on the other side of the plane. You wouldn't be able to hear it. And she was like, I heard it. She goes, I don't think you really know what happened. She goes, you can't tell me what happened because I was there.
My jaw was on the floor.
No, the way they're trying to like
gaslight Mary. You can't gaslight God.
No, you can't do that. Mary goes, I think that you should think seriously about apologizing. And Meredith goes, for what? And she goes, for your wellness, I think that it would be helpful. And Meredith goes, well, I don't know. Might have to think it through.
She doesn't care at all.
No, she thinks it's like deserved.
She woke up the next morning and was like, another day.
Yeah.
If I had that sort of tangent, I would be, I don't know what I'd be.
I would be really hesitant about maintaining a close friendship with someone if I saw them flip out like that on a plane and then just like deny the whole thing and refuse to even back down and apologize. I'd be like, this isn't a safe person, and now they're gonna get bumped to like level, like nosebleed level friend.
Yeah, but this is if someone like Kathy Hilton, the women still like grovel at her feet because she's Kathy Hilton. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but Meredith isn't Kathy Hilton.
No, I know, but like Meredith, I just think she exudes. It's a smaller tier city. I just think Meredith, like, she doesn't live there. She lives in New York. I think she blows into the wind from the east.
She owns this city.
And people are like, wow, Meredith's here. I think she just has that. That's my theory.
Yeah, I mean, I would just be like, I will shoot a show. I'll go to work and shoot
But I'm not going to
our job. I'm not like
gonna be
hanging
alone with
out
her.
with you one-on-one or like trying to maintain like a close relationship with you.
No.
I'd be like, I kind of want nothing to do with you. You scare me.
Well,
only time will tell.
the meat season trailer looks so good.
Yeah, I was excited.
Can't wait for them to go to Greece.
They have a lot ahead of them.
We have a lot, thank God.
I also want to thank our cult members.
Alex Delisle.
Ash Kelly.
Obviously.
Brittany Rindham Weiss.
Brooke Johansson.
Butternut Posh.
Kara England.
Kathy West.
Danielle from the Brim.
David from Switzerland.
Diego and Darian, DC's Tom Ford couple.
Drew from Toronto.
Drone.
Emily
Vaughn.
Gina Sapienza.
Happy birthday, Daddy Ethan Robinson.
Jess.
Kate Sulin.
Katie the Sup Lawyer.
Kim Lucas.
Kyle Vest.
Lilia Farrell.
Lucy from London.
Maloney Martyr.
Mariah Kay.
Mary.
Matthew Thomas.
$1 Million Hair Baby.
Mr. Brandon.
Modern Counseling, McLean, Virginia.
Molotov Laws.
Nadav Haviv.
Nick Sedaris.
One of the Duels.
Orlando.
Owsley Robinson.
Patron of the Fart.
Pratima.
RJ.
Ro Rosengarten.
Sarah Elizabeth from Boston.
Sexy Unique Gandalf.
Teddy the Schnauzer and Tony and Mango's Cult.
The Marchesa Casati.
Dolls, thank you so much for your continued support. And hopefully we'll see you all at the Christmas show. If
At our
you're
live
in
show.
LA, go to sexyuniquepodcast.com for tickets. Bye. Sexy Unique Podcast is created and hosted by me, Lara Marie Shanehalls, and co-hosted by the inimitable Carey O'Donnell. This episode is produced by Sierra Pavia. The audio and video versions are edited by Morgan McDonald. Production and post-production services provided by Bad Ladder. Additional production assistance provided by Jen Shad.